Hey guys, it's me, Shamika, and today we're going to make a jerk salmon with a pineapple salsa. First, let's slice up some onion. Then we're going to follow that up with a small piece of green bell pepper. We're going to also chop up a red and orange bell pepper as well. And I also want to start off by saying welcome to my new subscribers as well. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are hitting your notification bells just so you're notified every time I upload a video. Let's get to that orange bell pepper. And then we're going to rough chop the pineapple as well. This dish is so good, guys. We're going to be pan searing it today, but it's also very delicious on the grill. And even if you had a fresh pineapple, because we will be using canned today, but if you had a fresh pineapple and slice those pineapples and throw those on the grill as well, delicious. That heat brings out that extra sweetness in the pineapple. It's so good. Let's get a few more slices out of this onion. And now we'll move on to the chunks of pineapple. Like I said, we're just going to roughly chop those, although they will cook down in the pan, but we don't want no really big chunks of pineapple when we go in to eat our salmon. Next, we're going to mix all of these vegetables and pineapple together. We're going to put them in a bowl. I did sprinkle a tad bit of cilantro onto that as well. We're going to put them in the refrigerator and let it marinate for about an hour. Here we have our fresh salmon. We're going to just slice it down the middle to make 2 fillets. Okay, and I don't know where you're from, but my salmon doesn't come seasoned, so we will be seasoning our salmon as well, along with my favorite jerk marinade. Here I'm going to add some garlic powder, onion powder, next some complete, because your meal ain't complete unless you're using complete. So corny. And a few dashes of smoked paprika. One for a little smoky flavor to seafood is always good, and then for color as well. We don't want a piece of bland looking fish on our plate. A pinch of salt and a dash of black pepper. And also seasoning the salmon prior to adding the jerk sauce or jerk marinade. It will just bring extra flavor. The jerk marinade has a lot of flavor, but it's really smoky and really just heat based. So it's definitely a go to pre-season it. We're going to go ahead and add that jerk marinade, and we're going to allow this to marinate onto the salmon for about 30 to 45 minutes prior to adding it to our pan. Get a nice little coat, and you can definitely um, base or coat the salmon on both sides. Today we only did the top. Here I have my pan heating up on medium high. We're going to add some avocado oil. We might as well add some good fats to this dish. And I'm going to also um, mince about 3 garlic cloves just to infuse that oil so that fish has a good foundation when we go to sear it. And remember, guys, avocado oil is a better oil for health, and it also is a better oil for searing your meat. Or if you check out my previous video for pan frying potatoes, has a really good high heat content, so you can ensure you get a nice color on your meats without burning them. Okay, we're going to add them salmon fillets once that garlic becomes fragrant, which is just about now. The smell of garlic cooking is just so yummy. So now we're going to add those salmon fillets, and we're going to cook them on this side for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on the thickness of your salmon. And once that salmon hits the pan, maybe about 1 to 2 minutes into that first part of the cooking process, go ahead and turn the pan down to medium or even medium low, depending on how your stove cooks, because we don't want to burn our garlic, nor do we want to overcook our salmon. Here we're going to go ahead and flip it over. This piece was just giving me the blues. I didn't want to tear it. Look at that, looking good. Yes. And these are skinless, but obviously it would have a great crispiness if it had skin on it as well. Here we're going to add a half stick of Kerrygold butter. And you can add any butter that you have. I'm just showing you how I cook my salmon or my food, but you can definitely take on what you see and omit what you don't, or use what you have. Here we have our pineapple salsa that was marinating in the refrigerator. Now, guys, prior to adding this to the pan, what I should have done is taken the fillets out just to make sure that they are not overcooking, because we want to cook those vegetables down and thicken our sauce. Here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of honey. That honey is going to really help balance out the flavor and add a little extra sweetness to that heat of that jerk marinade. And you didn't see me add it, but I did add two more dashes of salt later on. We're going to go ahead and get these fillets out. Just move those vegetables over to the side, out of our way. And I'm also going to pour in about 2 tablespoons of the pineapple juice. This again is just for flavor. And when I put that lid on, that's when I realized I forgot to take the fillets out. So let's go ahead and take those fillets out the pan. And we're going to just allow those vegetables to continue to cook down and allow our sauce to thicken. And you can see how it's slowly rendering to the middle, that is already starting to thicken up. It's not as runny as it was. So like I said, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Here I'm adding just a little more complete. It's looking really good. Okay, here you see that that sauce has reduced. Those vegetables have become translucent and soft. We're going to now plate that on top of our fish. Try this recipe, guys. Let me know what you think. Bye, guys.